Hi everyone, good afternoon. I have a question for you. Does anyone have an idea what amount of capital does someone need to start a business? Any amounts? Thank you. It really depends on the business, the market size, and then the target environment. I will share a story of a woman who was struggling that I met and how I have supported her to overcome her hardship. My name is Muazu Muhammad. I am a development practitioner and I have over a decade of experience working in global health and development in Nigeria and other African countries. My topic today is what I learned on how economic empowerment can help and improve health and well-being of women and children. As a development practitioner, we are always saddled with the responsibility to design programs that improve people's lives. In one of the projects that I worked with previously, we were asked to design an intervention to address the leading causes of maternal and child mortality in two states that has one of the leading rates of maternal mortality in Nigeria. Of course, we started with a baseline survey to understand the landscape, the causes, and contributing factors. Beside the medical and health related issues, we discovered that level of income and household income, level of poverty and household income has a strong contribution or like a strong determining factor on the quality of life that a family has. So we decided to design a program together with my colleagues on women empowerment by creating multiple groups of women of childbearing age so they can come together, one, to learn about their health and well-being, and of course the opportunity to learn businesses and how to start doing businesses around them so they can generate income and support themselves and their families. In one of those groups, I met a woman called Nana. She has about 7 children and married to a farmer who his incomes remain the produce that they harvest at the end of the rainy season. And as we know, for most of us that are from northern Nigeria, most of that is actually being stored in silos and being picked at some intervals to feed the family. And if there's need for a bigger responsibility within the family, they take it to the market and sell. She always struggle on how to go to hospital because she doesn't have transport money and she relies on her husband. At some point, she told me that they usually argue and fight just because of 5 naira to buy salt and food in the food. Imagine that, how weird that could be. Salt being an issue between husband and wife. We encouraged her to enroll into the group and she joined, obviously to reap so many benefits that comes with it. One, to learn about how to improve her health, and then that of her children, and second one, to start a business. When she joined the group, she declared interest of getting a loan so she can start a small business. Of course, we asked her, in addition to the training that we provided to all the members of the groups, how to scan the market, how to understand the environment, and what type of businesses they should look into, especially where there's no strong competition. She decided to start a firewood business, and we supported her with about 30,000. As at then, I think she said the cost of a lorry full of firewood was about 17,000. She started very small and was growing and growing and growing. At some point, she expanded her business to start selling eggs. So she bought chickens, what we call layers today, that lays egg, and she was targeting shy sellers, the tea sellers, and those that sell tea and indomie, so she can sell the eggs to them. As time goes on, she paid her loan, and she continued with her business. At some point, when we were interviewing her, she told us that she no longer have any issue between her and her husband. They no longer fight and argue. She doesn't have to wait and ask for him for transport money to go to hospital. Likewise, she's not relying on him to pay her medical bills. There was a day when we visited her community just to interact with them as we usually do. We saw her children coming back from school in new uniforms. Initially, her children wasn't going to school, but because of the income she has generated now and the strength that she has, she is now being able to sponsor her kids to school. In conclusion, the three things that I learned from this story is women economic empowerment have a ripple effect on how to improve health and well-being and education of children in communities. And I also learned that smartness doesn't have to be with only educational, like educated people. People also who lives in the villages, who haven't attended any school, are smart also to design the best the best life that they desire. Just like how she told us that she wanted to start a business, and she did, and she also scanned the market with little support that we provided during the trainings to identify other opportunities like targeting tea sellers to start selling eggs to them. Thank you. My name remains Muazu Muhammad. I appreciate it.